So funny. You know what's so funny? It was so funny. Hold on, let me make sure. Mic check. All right, there we go. So tripped out. I've been trying to figure it out the whole time. I ain't got myself on the stage. That's probably would be the reason of why I would not have any sound or anything like that. So hopefully it's not too loud. Let me make sure I got everything else turned off. Welcome. This live might not be for a lot of different people. Because it's a little bit more deeper than what usually my lives be. Usually my lives are like very much more um cutthroat. Let me try to move this right really be. All right, yeah. They're a little more cutthroat, a little more raw. But as you can see the title in this video, is that it is an anniversary for me, and I'm going to explain to you why. So today I waited, it's late at night. I'm in DC right now. So it's like 1:29 a.m. But when it's 12 o'clock, I always get excited for October 17th because no matter what, it was a life-changing day. The course of my life changed, the trajectory changed, everything changed that day. And all because of something that has killed many of our people, which is HIV. And some people usually, they don't know how to deal with it in certain situations. So I'm gonna show you how I celebrate, and I swapped that around not to be not to say and celebrate um the um the diagnosis itself, but to celebrate the fact of life, right? Because you got to look at it from back in the from back in the day. It's right here, because I might get a little close to y'all tonight. Might be a little close to y'all. I don't like being that close, but I might be close. But back in the day, when HIV first became prevalent, you know, it was a lot of pills you had to take, a lot of pills, and everybody didn't survive. HIV was very similar to when you do the research on it. It was really similar to when coronavirus first came out. Not me, not COVID. Coronavirus first came out. Very similar to that because they didn't know how people were dying, why people were dying, um, you know, and how it was being spread. And it's a great documentary I always refer to. It's called, I think it's called B55B or something like that. And it's a documentary um on HIV and how it started and what was the beginning, and how this nursing center and this hallway, this team really took on that challenge in the beginning, and how they lost so many lives, but they had to learn so much. And for me, one reason in the beginning I'm telling you this so you can kind of know kind of like what I really want to do with my platform and how I go, even though I have funny stuff. Thank you all for liking all my shorts and my other videos. But I do love, I'm silly. I love being goofy. But this is like part of my passion because it's actually a part of me. And then on top of it being black, being a black person, HIV affects us so wholly. And the thing is, we get to this phase, and we got to a phase. Hopefully, we're moving out of it now. But for a while, it became a stigma. Oh, this is a gay disease. It's a that's for the gay. No. HIV does not have a face. Okay, and I can tell you that today because today I look at you and say, I am. Let me see, 16 years. Okay, 16 years HIV, and today marks 16 years. I don't know why we getting my numbers off. That's the day I found out. I finna tell y'all the day I found out. If you're here, let this be an encouragement to don't let it scare you. I never want the conversation to scare anybody. The conversation should never scare you about HIV. The conversation is it's not about sex and like that. Yes, have sex. It's about how you're doing it. The reason why HIV is spread because in the black community, we are so conservative when it comes to sex, but we're so freaky on the inside. So we have to have these safeguard conversations in the beginning, you know, with our children, so we can know how to operate safely. And it's all a part of life. It gives me some time when church people be so all caught up in, oh God, and this and that. But how you got so many little bitty Christians around here then? Where all the little Christians come from if y'all ain't doing nothing? Y'all doing something too, you know. Biggest freaks it is. Some of the church people are some of the biggest freaks you'll meet. They don't act like it in public. They good for that. I'm trying to tell you, baby, they good for that. They good for keeping their business inside. Cause I was ready to. You keep all your business inside, but the Catholics still won out. However, so I want to go through that today. So today's a celebration. So yay! I thank God. So even though I'm a small person, and it's okay when nobody's looking. I don't give no fuck because somebody gonna see this shit one day, and it's really gonna help them because some people don't, they know. We're gonna go through a few things tonight, but I want to make sure I say this right here. Is that um, you know, to be undetectable, but to have HIV all these years, I've been able to be such more of a teacher and an advocate, and being able to explain stuff, explain shit more. To explain even my siblings or my nephews and nieces, that I think a lot of times what keeps them safe is that somebody in their immediate family that can say, "Listen, my uncle don't look like it, or my brother don't look like it, but he got HIV," and you know what I'm saying. And so I think life is meant to go a certain way, but either way it goes, today I am grateful to have life. So that's why we are here. So I'm gonna smoke this. I got a sip. Then I'm gonna tell y'all about my day, what it's meant to me. We're gonna look at today on there. So today, check this out while we talking. So if you do come across this video and you are HIV positive, put a 1 in the chat, and then you know what I'm saying, I know, well, you don't have to, what I'm saying, you ain't got to your business. But if you are public with yours, put 1 in the chat so we can show others that we're all here. And if so, you know what I'm saying, you ain't got to tell your business. Sometimes I say, sometimes don't tell it, unless it comes to sex events. But we'll talk about that in a minute. But we're gonna celebrate today. I wish I could play music and stuff, but listen, I'm trying to get monetized on here. And me trying to get monetized on here, I can't play no music. All right. Forget that. It's anniversary, but I play music. I can play music on my other app. So what I'm finna do is just tell y'all how many days it's been exactly. Now this is kind of fun to me. So I caught HIV. I had to be like 1920. It was 2008. 1920. 1920 years old. I was very, very young. So from that time frame to now, let's look at this time frame. Y'all are gonna trip. All right. Listen, this is and it's good because I'm gonna tell you why. It's a trip because I was like, in the beginning when I first found that, I swear to God, I knew I was not gonna live for 2 years. I swear I thought I was gonna die every day. Every day I thought I was gonna die. Oh, come on, let me see which one fit. Okay, we can use this one. So this one right here is showing I have had and been alive and living and will continue to live. Today makes today makes 6,209 days living with HIV. See that? Yes. Okay. Okay. It's exactly yeah, 6,209 days. 148,919 hours. A hell of a lot of minutes and a hell of a lot of seconds. And God, I'm grateful that I'm surviving every one of them. Hallelujah. So yes, praise the Lord. Yay. And that's a long ass time, It's a long ass time. So you know what I'm saying? If you see this, look, hit me a like, hit me a subscribe. Just on the fact I'm a black man out here spreading the word. It ain't about being gay. It's not about being straight. It's about keeping everyone safe. It's not about what you do, it's how you do it. We get so caught up in this whole tangle in mental warfare of who you have and what you doing. Nobody cares. I mean, you got to be real grown. The easiest way for us to always keep the spread of HIV down and to keep the spread of STDs down is for you just made to be real. But some of y'all judge so hard, and some of y'all go so easily on dumb stuff, and y'all judge other stuff really, really hard. People aren't able to be themselves because in the background they've always seen you make fun of it. So why tell you the truth? Let me drink on that. Mhm. Why tell you the truth? People give me all the time, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it be dead, man. No, no, no. Let me tell you something. It's not, I hate, I really, really do hate a lot of times when I hear that this whole theory of it's DL mean. It's the it's not the thing is and it's my anniversary. It's you know what I forgot about Instagram over here. I don't give a damn. I mean, I'm not a real Instagram type of person. So if you on Instagram and you see this, praise the Lord. But you come over to YouTube. That's where all the members over here on YouTube. Okay. Ain't nobody over there, y'all. We don't know nobody over there. We're gonna build this platform up first. However, um, when it comes to these things, okay, and this is all involving HIV. It's my anniversary. It looks I'm just saying was real because these are things that I've seen us as black people or just people in general get caught up in. And I mean, sometimes I had to sit there and really be thinking, you know, um, I've okay. Let me not do too much. However, the DL man comes from. I feel like I feel like it comes from the judgment of our own black people and black women. Okay, okay, and it's not something that's bad. It's just thing. It's a trained. It's a trained, you know, and nurtured behavior that we all have to hate against each other. You don't see you really don't you see all the gay stuff this and that, but you don't really see the white people out there fighting about over their gay stuff like that. You just see it really, when it comes to the trans, all of them, but not the white ones though, because they get white ones too. The white ones they still the Republicans. You know what I'm saying? They mostly go by listen. You can be all that, but listen, we white first over here. You know, and a lot of times I feel like if black people really got that in their head, you know what I'm saying? You know, and sometimes it gets me because I've seen certain situations where, especially, in my community, because it might be some white people here or somebody else in the brown culture. Welcome. Um, you know, take a seat. Raise your hand if you need to talk. But um, I've seen this behavior. Well, I've seen where it's okay. It is okay for a woman. Okay, Monique can go down there. She can go be with Brenda. Brenda could take care of them kids, and Brenda be cool with everybody. Brenda be at the barbecues. Everybody know who me Brenda is. Me Brenda, you know what I'm saying? That Monique, you know what I'm saying? Part, but everybody keep on praying for deliverance. And then they can break up 2 or 3 years later. You know what I'm saying? When Brenda credit bad and she ain't, Monique and got her BBL and she ain't got straight. She wanna go back and get some of that thing again. She can go marry. She can go marry Keyshawn. Okay. Her wedding gonna be full, and they ain't gonna never say nothing real about Brenda ever again. You know what I'm saying? It's to me, it's a double standard. Cause I mean, at the end of the day, the basis is for me, really, who gives a damn who you with? Me being a gay man, when I do HIV or when I go out, I speak or I talk about HIV or do advocacy stuff. I always say, you know, if the conversation never comes off in the beginning, talking to a person, because me being gay, that's not the only identifier that I am. I'm black, I'm gay, I'm still smart a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm intelligent. You know what I'm saying? I got a mouth on me. I have values. I have a few morals I got left. I'm not a Christian, but I believe in God. Um, so I have things about me that's more than being gay. But in the black community, some of y'all so damn ignorant. Some of y'all so damn ignorant. Some of you so damn ignorant. And we have to be better than that than the people. You know what I'm saying? You know, I hate this whole scribble squabble about, you know, gay men and this little thing about earlier, about anything. Gay men, we love women. You know what I'm saying? We love women. And it's easy for us to love. And the thing is, respect is fucking free. I don't. The way we can stop, people be. Let me go back into this. You know what? People are DL because in our community we have this, like I said, trained and natured behavior of that we use one scripture, one identifier in the Bible, okay, that none of y'all ever really seen who wrote, that a white man gave to us, a homosexual white man at that. That's fact, okay. That it was edited and this and that, and this is the division that keeps us tangled and tied up in our own community. So we so tied up in something, and then it's a cycle, you know. And then it gets me the other day, and but again, this is what helped create a DL culture, and this why it comes to, I'm gonna go into this in a minute too. We're gonna talk about this tonight too, about prevention methods, you know. But I do want to get this little spell out. But at the same time, you know, we have to have a better mindset, bro. Like me being gay, I say this all the time. I do not get up every day wondering why are you straight. I just genuinely feel if you get up every day being like, why do you folks gay? I think you need to see a therapist, consult a counselor, or see a doctor. Because of your energy and your mindset is really trying to figure out why somebody else that you're not inside their body. You ain't gotta you ain't gotta do nothing that they do. I mean, you ain't gotta touch nothing they gotta touch. Why does it concern you? Like it gets me when they get I see these white men telling these women, or which is men in general, about how to deal with they punana. Okay. It's they punana. Who gives a damn what they do with it? Okay, they can slide up and down a pole, walk it up and down Lamar, be up and down, this and that. Who gives a damn? It's theirs. Okay, I don't want you telling me what to do with mine. You know, but at the same time, these are, and then the thing is, you have to go back into like a lot of different things that when this country was built, which it was built on the backs of Indians and black people. We stole it from them, killed them. We built it, and then we never got paid. That's why America's so called rich, because they got 400 years of free labor, and then they didn't have no return the reparations back. But that's another story for another day. Okay, kind of interesting that all that time HIV was not around until a certain time period of maybe like 70s, 80s. It came out the blue. Okay, but anyway, I'm gonna get off my spiel because I feel like, listen, HIV is definitely real because I got it. You know what I'm saying? But bitch, they been had a cure. We I know it's a cure. They got the cure. They been had the cure. But you gotta think about it. Think about how expensive the medicine is for us to live. That people that like me that take the medicine, right? Could you imagine how expensive that medicine is and how the pharmaceuticals are banking? This is a billion, probably $1 trillion organization yearly. They ain't finna, girl, let them keep it. They'll live forever. Just give them the medicine. Okay. Rich. Okay. You know, it's truth. That's how I feel. Real talk. But you know, we have to stop that perpetuation of, just being in that cycle of that. But like I said, I'm getting off my spiel of it. But I think all of it together keeps us in that thing. I think we should have so much as a black community just to for more focus on like who we fucking. I mean, if you want to have sex and have fun, listen, do it. Okay. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let Uncle Tank tell you something. Okay, listen. Sex is healthy. Okay. Don't let these folks that get out here and fuck you up. Okay. That's why they be lying to y'all and be out here on the side. Be out here out of both draw legs, baby. Be out of both draw legs. Be out of both draw legs. Real talk. And they be trying to tell you to be modest and stuff. And they up here, they in the background, they down there getting dirty down, going down strong. They laying down. Okay. Work hours in the stall, in the bathroom, in the tub in the morning when they get up, got toys and shit. They got named. Okay. Got thirsty Thursday, dildo day. And then try to tell somebody else, no, don't do that, baby. Sex is made for you to enjoy. Okay. We're human. How do you think we all got here? Listen, let me teach you something too. Okay, if you're here, you're gonna be here. Let me teach you something. Um, if you one thing I'm in the Bible, right? Okay, so like you sometimes you can when people start talking that shit when you meet Christians that I always want to go against this because understand this. I was a black gay male boy, okay, that grew up in Mississippi, stomped my feet in ground in Memphis, Tennessee, okay. And from this whole time frame, I had with the church, I was, you know, I ain't, mama didn't play because she had rules and I followed them. I love God. I never, regret it. But I was always told Jesus loves you, but in the next sentence, you going to hell for being gay. So you can imagine the confusion that kind of left me in a lot when I got to be a little older. I was like, well, now why you telling me, Jesus loves me? This I know, for the Bible tells me so. And then on the next breath, you going to hell for being gay. You feminine. You sang funny, you know, things like that. And those things, if you can imagine just me, you can imagine a lot of, other youth. I was listening to T.S. Masterson the other day, and they was talking about Craig was talking about um uh, some about with this woman and some about being gay this and that, and it still gets me because like they say the other day, why if this it shouldn't be a conversation at this point. It's 2025. Who cares? So anyway, moving on. Let's go. We're gonna go back into that. But yes, you could do what you want to do and do it how you want to do it. And I feel like you shouldn't be judged neither. You ain't gotta tell people your business. Like me, yes, I have HIV. You know what I'm saying? If you have HIV, I hope that you're taking your medicine. You do what you're supposed to do, taking care of yourself. And understand if you're taking your medicine and you're undetectable, undetectable means that the virus is so low in your system you cannot spread the virus, and it puts you definitely at a better, healthier rate. And it also stops the spread, so you can have safe sex. You know what I'm saying? Be careful, but at the same time, use protection. But at the same time, you know, again, I'm proud of you, like we are to me, but you still can have a good sexual healthy life. It's just about having the conversation. Yes, I tell my nephews, I tell my homies, let me tell y'all something. I do community health. hmm in my celebration. I do community health. So you know what I'm saying? The shit I be seeing sometime, bro. It gets me because I do HIV testing, right? And I do a lot of HIV testing. A lot. So with me doing HIV testing, because that's one thing I do love. I think when I found out I had HIV, before I go ahead and telling you the next part, before I found out HIV, I didn't know I thought I would do editing and production because I wanted to go to school for I want to do like TV stuff. And when I found HIV, it just really curved my life in a different way. And you go through life, I was asking God, like, what is my purpose? What is my purpose? Because you know what I'm saying? It wasn't a whole gay thing for me because I just knew who I was. Because I wasn't scared of girls. I wasn't scared of putting on. It wasn't that. It is that I just enjoyed men's company more. You know what I'm saying? But I knew I was gay. And it was okay. And I know the people that fool with me, like I have straight, real friends, like straight, real friends. You know what I'm saying? Real heterosexual men, and we can have a range of conversations. And me being gay or me being myself never has been an issue, and that's how I know that they're straight. Because if it doesn't bother you, why say it? If it doesn't bother you, why bring it up? Okay. Am I straight because I've watched straight P Hub? No, maybe by I don't know. Anyway, what was I going into? Yes, but yes, have sex. You can have like very much like safe things. You know what I'm saying? Have fun. I recommend like with the STDs being so high, right? I'm gonna show y'all some things too. Mm, let's go into that. I can put it up. And welcome to the stream. I am just gonna be chopping most of this up anyway. So because I'm gonna be here for a little while because I have to do a little research too. So let's do for Memphis. Memphis. Now I just seen the numbers the other day, but okay. All right, so we'll go through this. And I'm gonna bring this up for you. And this gonna be one of the reasons why I recommend all the time in these days. If you don't even know that person like that, if you ain't wearing no condom, listen, a toy or a masturbation might be your best way to go. Okay, your hand or your toy can't give you nothing, and it's fact. Real talk. Say what you want to say, and ain't giving you nothing. Okay, it ain't giving you nothing, nothing. Okay, ain't doing nothing to you, ain't bothering you or nothing, nothing. Jesus. Um. So let me share this screen with you. I'm gonna show you like one reason why. You know what I'm saying? Keeping your dang thing safe is good. So let's go over this. So let me tell you something, and this is what I really be doing at work. Uh, okay, let's go over this. So I'll read this to you. So this is like a regular Memphis study, right? Now the thing is, I have to go pull up because it is an actual another website I can go pull up from the CDC numbers as well. But you can just Google this like for the Google version. Okay, so 2023. Okay, let's go to 2025. Oh, same report ranked. They showed that Memphis had a rate of 1,460 reported STI cases per 100,000 people. That's a lot of damn people. It said with a high numbers of chlamydia, they had more than 9,681 cases per 100,000 people, and gonorrhea. Okay, so and also, if you have not been aware, um, it is also syphilis has been on the rise as well, and the syphilis been on the rise in like a lot of different places. I don't even know what's going on, but syphilis has been on the rise like real high too. So you got to be careful. And it says right here, Memphis and Shelby County have a high rate of sexual transmitted infections (STIs), with one report placing Memphis among the cities with the highest reported STI rates in the country. Okay, well, okay, but they was the highest for 2023. I'll look in the update and we'll talk about that later because I'm not finna saying dog my city. But at the same time, this still right here, this shows us why it's so important for us to really like chop down on why the spread is like the. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause having that conversation is so fucking easy because it's free, you know. And I'm gonna tell you like how I got in my situation because I can't talk, but at the same time, HIV and AIDS ain't spread like you know what I'm saying how people think. I ain't even get HIV the same people. I mean, people look at me. Don't get me wrong. Let me stop this share. Okay, let me see this. Okay, okay. So people look at me. Okay, put my camera. Okay, let me do this. Okay, it's my celebration. God is good. God is good. People will look at me. Okay, and people would really think because I have HIV, I was very what they call what's that big word called? Mischievous. I was a hoochie, lady at night, lady in red, shackles on my feet, why I couldn't dance or something. Something like that. Never. Promiscuous? Never. No. Very much not. Very much not. Very much not. Mine came from just like really lack of knowledge, lack of awareness. You know what I'm saying? Being too involved. And then on top of it too, um, I don't blame my mama or my dad or anything like that. I just think it's just in the general think of me like doing this work and like being around HIV and doing the work in it. I just think like in the black community, it's like we don't have that conversation a lot, which we do. We've gotten better. We have gotten better. But that's because we have community health workers, we have people out here on the streets that's really helping do the work and spread the word, and we have prep now too. But I want to talk about that too. But at the same time, we don't have that conversation a lot. So for me, you know what I'm saying, I knew what it was, but I'm just thinking, well, I'm on a bus now. One person, I'm in love, honey. I'm singing in a quiet church, and you know what I'm saying, and that's it. Being a church boy I used to be. And I slipped away, and he slipped away. But at the same time, when it came down to it, it was just a lack of protection. And the thing was, things, yeah, I feel like I wish I would have had more of a choice. and things like that, where you have to be straight raw with people. But I do understand if you're so ashamed about something, if you meet a person that has HIV, you can be with them. Yes, you can. You can have sex with them. They can have children. Okay, it's 2025. Okay, we've made progress. Okay, so so you don't have to be like, ooh, you can't kiss anyone and get HIV. You can't hug anyone and get HIV. You know what I'm saying? You can't pat someone on the shoulder and say good job and give them and get HIV. It doesn't work that way. Okay. So keep your biases to yourself, because in support, because the thing is, I can remember one time, I'm gonna tell you something. What's the rapper name? The baby. Whatever the fuck his name is. I don't know. I don't know something, baby. I don't want to say the wrong baby because I think it's two babies. I would eat that damn babies. But anyway, the one that got up there on the stage and was like, yeah, all y'all, blank, blank, AIDS, this, and HIV, this, and that. And the thing is, if you look in that crowd, more than likely one out of every 10 people or one out of every whatever got HIV, AIDS. And why would you do that in that type of crowd? Because definitely at least about 30% of the room had HIV. And to me, to be that type of petty to put it on a person as though we created it. You go out there and do the same screwing, and you have just only been blessed to get straggling by. Only got blessed. Okay. Where the highest number of rapes came from was from black women. And it came from y'all out here being extra mischievous, being nasty motherfuckers. You can be nasty, but be honest nasty. And if you're gonna go across the street, wear a raincoat. Well, don't you go on? You go on over to the other neighborhood where it's raining it, and you don't want to wear a raincoat. And you gonna come back in the house with your feet wet. And we asking ourselves how this spread. Nobody had on boots. Nobody had an umbrella. Hell, where's Rihanna when you need her? With her damn umbrella. But we can stop the spread of this. We can stop that. But yeah, um, do I have sex? I get that a lot. People ask me that question. No, I think I'm gonna tell you this. Okay, before I go into my story of like the day I had it, I caught HIV and stuff like that. Because I'm trying to wait for this, wait for one of my friends. So, um, I, I, I think sex should be enjoyable because if you go a long time without having sex, your body does something different because you technically need to have we're human, right? And it's good for us to have skin to skin contact. Okay. So don't let nobody switch you up. I hate this whole thing where I would say, I don't need nobody. Bitch, yes the fuck you do. Okay. Okay. She okay. He might not be Stedman bitch. Okay. She might not be Oprah bitch. But if you can cook, clean, got morals, ain't trying to take nothing from you, that genuinely want to love you, still sign the NDA because you know where you're being, but you don't know where you're going. Then be with them. You know what I'm saying? You need so even if it's somebody that understands your life. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, for me, like I said, back for me, this is my celebration. Fuck you. For me, I enjoy, but I think after 19, that me finding out I had HIV, I was such a bitch. I was such a church boy. I was so I still love God. Bitch, I still love the Lord. Yes, son, I was shouting earlier. Honey, I was laying up in the bed and a song of the Holy Ghost came across my phone and honey, I fell out of the bed. Said, God, I thank you. But I love God. But you know, how he was, I was just so wrapped in religion. I was so wrapped in words. And it left me to be very angry in a lot of different ways. On top of having daddy issues, I was very angry because I didn't know whether God loved me or not, and that was a problem for me. People didn't understand like why you so mad all the time, because I'm trying to figure out the person that I worship the most. Anybody know me from church? I'll be shouting, crying fast because I knew him. I felt him. I was in St. Jude for 2 years, and I was kind of sickly a little bit here and there. Well, not really a lot. Almost died a couple of times. And so I knew God was real. And he kept on saving me and giving me, you know, another chance of life. And I'm like, after I had been telling him, like, listen, could you take this towel? Or could you just throw me a ring or a rope that I can get up there? He's like, no, not yet, Nick. I got stuff for you to do. I'm like, but I'm sick. It don't matter. Keep your ass down though. I stay here. So for that, I know he's real. But I think for me growing up, I got wrapped up in the words and the trainings and the teachings of really from what another generation of people gave our people to pass down. Because I know the God that I serve would not tell us to hate each other over this one scripture, and we can't remember the rest of them. It's interesting to me when I get to argue with people. The Bible say this, and I be like, Bishop, that's the only scriptures you got that you bring out, and you can't tell me anything before the Bible, anything after, or where it came from, who edited it, where it actually how many versions of King James it was. What part was when did Leviticus get thrown in? What years was that? When did Peter get wrote? Look at the original scrolls. Add those up. Now we in 2025 now. I think black people, in a way, I'm gonna say this because I'm gonna chop this up. I'm gonna say it out loud now. I think black people in the time we live in now, technology. Listen, I was playing with this AI shit today. It's mind blowing that you can figure out shit by a hit of a button, and the shit will tell you. I think us being now, we can truly find out a lot of the shit that we didn't know. We can go get that shit. Real talk. Technology will take us there. It'll take us there. You'd be shocked. You probably a lot of them, but you know what? It goes so deep and it's so threaded, and it goes so many years of tradition and training. Half of them ain't gonna believe it, no way. Master been good to us. Master been so good. We found our gold. No, but Master, we can't leave Master. You'll still have those. You always do. But again, it's a train thing. So for me, back to me. So for me, yes, growing up, it was very confusing and very discombobulating, very, just tormenting in a way for me to be conflicted on whether God loved me or not. Because I was told all the time, you going to hell for being gay, or this is being gay. I'm like, what the fuck? Bitch, I ain't even want to be gay. I just knew I was gay when I was 5. I had a teacher. Her name was Miss Washington in Mississippi. She was a good woman. She always smelled good, and her mama had the Holy Ghost. I don't think she had it as much as her mama had it, but she had the Holy Ghost. And I remember that, and I was in kindergarten, and it was this boy. I ain't gonna say his name because I think we used to be classmates. I ain't gonna say his name because I don't. But anyway, I used to love to go sleep on his mat, and I was 5. I had to be about 4 or 5 years old, bitch. Let me tell you something. Hey, this is a good memory. Okay. He was so nice to me all the time. Anytime he had candy, he gave me candy. I gave him candy. We was always nice to each other. Now we was nice to everybody, but he was just extra nice. And what fascinated me, which is so crazy, because I was in Mississippi, where he was like the first like light skinned dude, like a mixed child or somebody like really high light skin I had seen. And we was he was my friend, but he was cute. That's how I know I was getting. Like, okay, yes, he was cute, but he was cute with he could hold my hand sometimes. I'm like, oh my God. And so what he did was we got to spank him because he'll come sleep on my mat and I go sleep on his mat. And the teacher be like, y'all ain't sleeping on nobody's mats now. He be like, well, we're sharing food. We used to love these. What was they called? It was like the can that popped out the thing or whatever. So we didn't want to go. We didn't want to take our nap. So we want to share our mats because we can sit there. We can just eat our can and we should steal some of the other candy too. That was my buddy, but he was so cute to me, and I was in love. But I got a spanking, and that's how I knew. But I knew from back then I was gay. And to go through that whole time frame and still not be able to really live out who you are but follow the rules, that does leave trauma. So I need to say I've seen countless others go through a lot of different things. Thankfully for me, catch HIV at 19, like I said, and back to this topic. um Sex for me is just different. I don't have sex a lot, to be crazy. People look at me and say, I don't think I'm that cute. I look alright. I've actually just really grown into, you know, me looking like me. Because at first I wasn't that comfortable being dark skinned, being southern. I can't hear me because that's the way I talk. I don't like when I encounter people like I live in DC now. I encounter people that they be just goddamn science experience. Can you say music? I said, can you say what? Can you say music? The fuck you gonna say music for? Can you say her? The fuck, you know? And I get it, I guess to them I do sound like a bill of hay, you know. So it's cool, but I be like, dudes, whatever, it's cool. And I can flirt, have fun, but I'm shopping around for like a little maintenance guy, you know. I think I've surpassed love at the moment. Cause sex to me became a little overrated because of that experience. It kind of like, oh my God. And I think for me, I just been so caught up on I don't want to catch none else. Bitch, I don't want to catch shit. I don't want to kiss my ass. I don't want to catch. Okay. I ain't and then on top of it too, let me tell you this. One thing that gets me too. Um, one reason I'm like that is because the stuff I'm trying to do, right? Um, okay, we're doing good. I have to do I wonder how long I gotta do these lives sometimes, but it's okay. I can talk, I can chop it up. It gets me because some of the stuff I'm trying to do and who I am as an individual. It's okay for me to HIV. I've been doing HIV activism. I found out in 2006. I started doing HIV activism in 2008. I started doing it in 2010, 2011. You know, so I've always been very open because there was one thing that for me it felt like if certain choices were made or certain conversations were had, I probably wouldn't be in a predicament, but that's okay. But at the same time, who's to know I haven't saved a nephew, I haven't saved a sibling because, me being a very large family that I have a lot of siblings. I know for them, they had never encountered nobody with HIV or seen, they were like, what the fuck? Hey, my brother, you know? And so it changed people's lives around me as well. And so I have to take accountability as well. It's like, when things happen to you, when you connect to certain people, it happens to them too. And sometimes we lose that, you know. Um, but we all find our way. So anyway, yeah. But I need to start back having sex. I do. And it's healthy and protective. And I should encourage you if you can do that, you can do it too, if you're choosing to. But if you already got high mileage on your car, if you get what I'm saying, if you have high mileage, okay. If when you crank your car up, if you hear like a little ticking sound and the check engine light come on and you got like that tire like that come on, put it in the shop for a while. Get it a tune up. Make sure get some new tires, get like the Michelin tires, and then go back outside. You know, my thing is I'm saving some of it for when I find my husband. Mhm. I might be old, but let me tell you something. I know it's coming, and it's different because I don't want love in the regular way. You know what I'm saying? It's been 16 years. Okay, I've had HIV, and I've dated. Bitch, let me tell you something. I've dated, literally dated. Okay, I've dated or experienced with most straight, men that were negative. You know what I'm saying? I never had a problem. Never got no callbacks or none of that because we keep it 100. And the thing is, I teach them too. You know what I'm saying? If somebody talks to like, yeah, because you don't have to. And I tell my left front, this is what I got. You ain't got to deal with me if you don't want to. Because I don't want you to feel no type of way about me. I don't. I don't. And because you have an option. I feel like if we go into that point, like we could be doing things virtually or whatever. But if we're doing something in person, I feel like it's my responsibility to tell you what it is so you can have that option to say opt out or learn, you know. And I like that. So yay. So yeah, okay. So anyway, that's my spiel. So yeah, not to go deep into myself. I'm just not, but I'm trying though. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I encourage you to do your thing and have fun. Shit. Don't nobody judge you. Should go out there and, live your life. Like sow your royal oats. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? It's about what you do. Do it how you want to do it, when you want to do it, how you want to do it. And don't tell nobody your being. They're going to judge you with who you do it with anyway. You know what I'm saying? No shade. No shade. But this whole thing, like, lately with going on with this whole thing of trans women and straight men. Are they straight? I've been seeing it online lately. And don't get me wrong, I get it. I get it. Everything to black folks is gay. These days, they men can walk around with doo doo stains in between they draws, skeet stains. Okay, skeet stains in between they draws, and they straight. Their feet can be nasty, their hygiene can be bad, and their hair can stink. And oh, that's straight. I don't know when the conversation got to the point where we took out hygiene, cleanliness, because the Bible also says, your same Bible that you're judging people to be gay on, that same Bible does say cleanliness is next to godliness. So I guess we all know y'all are going to hell with your straight men. But the straight men that I do know, that are just confident in themselves, okay, who they are as an individual. Those are those type of men where, like, one of my best friends, my brothers, and I respect them, but I just know that. So, but anyway, and like I was saying earlier, I got tongue tied because of that look. Like I was saying earlier, if you meet someone that, and their conversation is, why are you gay, this and this and that, or they're gonna go to this gay subject of that, walk away, because then the intelligence level is very low. Okay, it's very low vibrations, as they say. You know, it's giving very much nothing. You're very much uneducated, very much brainwashed, very much stupid, very much only knows two or three scriptures that they've heard and regurgitated for years. Move on. So anyway, that's that. Mhm. So anyway, but yeah, I'm gonna go back outside too. You know what I'm saying? But have fun though. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's go back to this. So anyway, I've been hearing this conversation about this whole thing with, like, trans women and women, this and that, and straight men. So I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna chop this up, just this part. And I can't. The good thing about it is I can't get a blockage because I'm not playing the music and I don't have none in my background. Yay! So this is how I feel about it. Just simple, quick note. Okay, quick conversation. It's so easy, y'all. Listen to me. Tank Talks is talking to your ass, bitch. Listen. Stop having them dumbass conversations. Let me tell you something. I know it's 2025, baby. Back in our day, I was born in '88. Okay, back in those days, you could tell when when what's the movie called? What's the movie called? Shit, god damn it, I can't think of the movie. But anyway, you can tell when you know a person was trans or however back then. You know what I'm saying? But we moved into the time frame, back for us now. Okay, I just think people for us that's doing, like, in the '80s and on up. This is a conversation for you to really consider. That the thing is, the reason why we having a bad disconnect too, because some of y'all refuse to move the fuck on from the past. You cannot get to 2025 where things have sped up a whole lot and still be like, I'm gonna live in it. Baby, that time frame is gone. You're getting left behind. Okay. It's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. I mean, because moving forward in time, if we stick to those old methods, I wouldn't be living right now with HIV. That's why we're here today. See what I'm saying? So, um, you meet people that that have those type of conversations or whatever. Oh, I see you, girl. I see you. But you meet those conversations or whatever, and it gets me because straight men. Okay, check this. Straight men, just no lie. It's not a big thing for me because I don't get no fuck. I think it's just the thing is, black women have to get out this whole stupid shit thing. They be thinking, I'm like, y'all are black women. Like, I don't know. Like, y'all are honored. Okay. Bitch, y'all holler and gay men come running. Okay. Y'all are women. Okay. Y'all have the power in your hand. It's like, black women, to me, sometimes be ignorant as fuck because they don't know the power that they hold. But see, that's the whole thing of the man being in control of the system, because he's always put them down so much and they've had to fight their way to fuck up. You know what I'm saying? That it's very much of a hard transition for them to get to be understood appropriately, you know. And so, but they are the voice, if it wasn't for a woman, okay, it would be no earth. Look into your black, okay, your black Bibles, okay, okay. Where the black Jesus at? Yeshua, at Jesus, Yeshua. Well, I'm gonna say, I'm trying to say it right. Yeshua, the end of where they at? It would be the birth without black women. And I just feel like sometimes they get to this thing of they've forgotten to think of. I think the conversation is just okay. Oh God, I don't want to say this, but I have to make it make sense. To me, I think I loved real black women that don't get intimidated by trans and like that because they understand who they are and their power. They stand in it because it would be no you without me. And the thing is that power comes with the responsibility of I don't have to brag on it. It's already known. Okay. You have given, the thing is you've influenced, and the thing is I don't know why people they blow it up. I mean, yes, it's the trans community is a very small population. Yes, they are very more visible now, but hell, everything visible. Okay. I've been seeing hoes on MTV since I was a kid. Our killer had a whole BET series called Coming Out the Closet, and we sat around watching it every time it came out every week. So don't tell me when about to push down your throat. We ain't pushing shit down your throat. Our killer was by coming out the closet on BET. Okay, Lil Kim and Janet was out there throwing out all this shit on TV. They pushed it with this y'all. We dog pushing this straightness on my kids, and I still came out gay. You pushed all this straight shit in my face, and I still came out gay. Now, do you think it's conformative? Or you think I'm just born like that? 'Cause I promise you, I didn't choose for you to judge me. Moving on. And lose what I was talking about. Shit. I know what I was talking about. Damn, I was talking about something good too. Let me go back to it. Let me go back to it. Let me go back to it. Anyway, oh yeah. Trans women and straight men. So anyway, um, when you look into a straight man, right? And I get it. I don't know if it will be a thing of one day we would have to move into like a different type of name or whatever. And people like, are they gay? I get friends, like, are they gay? To me, no. But you're a woman. The thing is, like you've sculptured the way. That's why they're trans because and you've modeled the way. You know what I'm saying for like the femininity and things like that. So you've already paved the road to success. It's no more to say. That's why they don't argue with y'all when they be like, I'm a real woman. They be like, I know, bitch. They know. They don't want to be you. I mean, they already honor you in a way. It's kind of like you don't see the honor in that. Like I like the way that y'all move so much, and I feel it on the inside of me who I want to be. This is who I want to be as well. I don't want to be a female, but I can definitely take a look of it. You know what I'm saying? I think it's an honor. Gay men do your hair, your nail. They support you 110%. You already won a damn race. Leave the trans alone. Yo, man, if let me tell you something, babe. Let's talk about this. We never talk about trans men. We talk about trans women, but we never talk about trans men. Let's have the conversation, black people. Why don't we talk about trans men? You know why? You know why? Because they're not a threat to men. Okay. You know why? I'll tell you why. I'm a man. I might be gay, but guess what? I got it in two balls. Period. Okay. I'm gonna give you this advice right here. Men already feel superior to women. Period. Even the gay ones. Shit, y'all just don't be knowing they already feel superior. Now, a lot of times they know how to hold that in capacity and be humble, but it's already thinking because it's the male ego that comes with it. Y'all know that. When I hide. Now, people that like me that been trained. I love women. I respect women so much. You know what I'm saying? I'm a hound dog about my bitches, but at the same time, um, you know, I understand that at the end of the day, I'm a man, so you've had to not only fight you for your way, but I fought for mine, and I still would get, more access because of me being a man. You know what I'm saying? So I get the structure of the system. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, trans men are not bothered. They're not talked about like that because men have this ego like, okay, man, you ain't got no, so but you ain't threatening me. Well, shit, and most of them will still, because they say you still got to, so I'm still going. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's truth, baby. That's truth. Okay. I know plenty of them. I know studs. I know studs. I got a homeboy. I ain't gonna say no name. I ain't gonna say no name. That's why I'm drinking brown liquor. But I got a homeboy, baby. Let me tell you, child. He got this stud friend, and she's a mutual friend of mine. I wouldn't even tell nobody. See, but every now and then she gotta get an oil change. You know what I'm saying? I get that, but I get her as an individual. Well, I don't know if I should call him he. I gotta ask them. See how they work. It's so confusing. So even for me being gay, I gotta ask them what pronouns they want to use, cause she starting looking more in that just of a he. Cause now the birds look like bees, and the bees that look like birds just look like bees, and the bunnies look like, I don't know. The shit is all fucked up. I don't know. I'm just a gay boy. Anyway, um, and they was over there. They was over there doing having relations every now and then. Mhm. And it wasn't none of them. They could play basketball right after. You know what I'm saying? Nobody didn't know. Still don't know. Mhm. You ain't never heard from me. She's a good girlfriend to that girl she with. You know what I'm saying? But she gotta get the oil change every now and then. Ain't nothing wrong with that. My thing was when I heard about it, you know what I'm saying? People call me for advice all the time. Because my thing is I'm real blunt. Don't call my phone. My friends know. Please do not call JJ. Cause he gonna be so blunt. Cause I don't know. I'm like, let me tell you this. One thing my best friend Cecilia taught me. Shout out to my best friend Sean. So I love my best Sean. I can't wait to go home for Thanksgiving. But anyway, one thing that Cecilia taught me was that I am a human, right? You're a human. And the thing is, I don't think you really get how deep life goes. It's like, I know sometimes people want to try to control shit, but get this. You inside your own body, right? Do you realize I'm another whole different person just like you inside my body? So I'm having a different view of everything outside of your body. It's kind of deep. See how good God is and how amazing He works. See how much the powers work of God out your white Bible. You know what I'm saying? So things like that, you know. Oh my bad, y'all. Okay, we is online. We is online. We is finna go to the next phase. Um, y'all, I have to. I'm gonna bring up my sister here in a minute. I gotta see what she at. But anyway, but that shouldn't be. And I think the thing is, it's a double standard when it comes to trans men. Because they said things. And I think the thing is black women being strong, independent, and like literally help us lead into the civil rights movement. Like everything that was birthed, even trying to get to space, black women. It is no argument over who you are. And so I'd be really confused when I be seeing women that come in. You and they like I love T.S. Mattis. I love the bitch. Just do. And sometimes I know she gets emotional, whatever. But sometimes it gets me when she be fighting with these women. And I be like, these must be some real insecure assholes. Cause you don't see the reference in this whole thing. Like, it's honoring you, bitch. Okay? You're a woman. Okay? Wait, somebody go get Juanita Bynum and tell her to go and redo another version of No More Sheets and encourage these bitches and get their self-esteem back up and teach these hoes how to cook. Shit, tired of this goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Throw it in the circle, popping ass pussy hoes. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, bring some grandmas back. Y'all hoes should be grandmas. Let's grow back up. Yeah, men ain't shit. Y'all making soft ass niggas right after this shit. You keep on being soft and everything else. You know what I'm saying? Know who the fuck you are. Stand up in. You are phenomenal woman. That's Maya said. Know who you are. Okay. Yes, you do need a motherfucking man, bitch. Fuck. I'm saying that dumb ass shit. I don't need no man, bitch. Just the fuck you do. So I'm saying it. You got to pick out the right one. I mean, you both know that because I need one too, ho. I ain't saying none of you ain't said to myself, so I ain't spilling nobody tea but ours. Shit, we both need. I like dick like you. No judgment over here. Okay. But we need human interaction. You go out your life, and I don't need about it. Yes, you do. You need to have at least a relationship or friend or something like that and encounter love. It is a big experience of life. Not shut yourself off because one motherfucker fucked up. And yes, these day and time frames, you have to vet people. I say it all the time. People can hide being a crackhead for 2 years, bro. Vet them. Vet them. You gotta vet them, bro. Vet them. Vet them. I meet about on chat line and you don't know their whole name and they coming up in your house chilling and shit. What's your whole name? Give me your driver's license, bitch. Because already you them coming into your address, I already give them access to you having they're into your privacy. Okay. So if you on chat lines or whatever, if you mean that and you can come to my house, bitch. I don't know your name. Like what's your whole give me your real phone number. Who your mama number is. Because you got access to my house. You might steal a piece of my meal. I don't know. You could be stealing. I ain't got that much to take, but bitch, you might steal my little TV. So don't trust people. And bitches set you up too. Real talk. The young hoes, I'm trying to tell you. I said my too many for time. Be careful. I have seen these some of these dumb bitches out here. Real talk. I have seen them go get a dude they got a whole grill, breath stinking her, bad hygiene, and he kind of cute. And he'll go say, bang, go get your homegirl and go rob her. And they would really go set up another dude and do it. The good guy. I'm saying. So I guess you can't put your trust in a nigga. Stupid hoe, how you figure. If she ain't wrote nothing else, she wrote that song. I don't know what the fuck you got to find on, y'all. Anyway, this is back to my celebration. I ain't what I'm preaching to y'all, but not real talk. I just think some of the stuff that we be left on, man, it's just stupid. So again, the ending of that is not to leave it off because I need some people might chop it up in the future. Say, I love because I mean at the end of the day, bitch, I don't got to prove it to you. I love black women. Black women are the shit. This is my whole point. It's no argument. It's no there. And I think that's what I think me being like a gay man kind of thing in the between because I get it. It could be a threat. But if a man, okay, I know I had a friend in Houston. She was one of my first trans friends. Um and this was recently, a couple years ago. I had never had a trans friend before, and this bitch looked so motherfucking like fish, bitch. When I say she was, baby, she was cunt fish. She was fish. So, damn. Oh, okay. So let me say I'm gay because I'm at 5,000. So fish is not an offensive thing. So let me teach y'all over here. Sometimes y'all get mad that other gay people say it. Fish ain't people don't explain it to the hood folks. So we take offense when we hear it. Like, what the fuck that mean? Fish isn't bad at all. So back in the day, right? To teach you a little history of why they say fish. Bitch, don't be getting mad about this. It's not thing is when like research, right? This is like imagine it's like being Harriet Tubman type of times for gay people because they had to hide because they were not allowed to be free. Okay, so they had underground places where they had ballrooms, stuff like that. So a lot of identifiers what they used was like fish and code words or whatever they use, cake, whatever, and they had code words that they used from back in the day, and those words has lived on in the community for years. Okay, years. I've been in fish community years. I don't know what recently went on last couple years, but I was it's offensive. It would never to offend you. Fuck. Ozempic should offend you, bitch. Yeah. Cisgender is actually a whole fucking word. It's actually a diction, a word. Why are we arguing about? If you know who you are, it's no need for you to explain it, bitch. What's understood ain't got to be explained. So fuck a trans woman because you are the woman. Okay, you're the leader. We know that. That's the point. There's no there. There. Move forward. Know who you are. Teach out, start teaching the next generation. Change the shit. Y'all argue about this dumbass shit. Get your ass up and start teaching the next generation of women how to cook greens and provide inside their households. Okay, instead of shaking their ass on videos and trucks everybody been and trying to be a superstar, trying to be an Instagram model. Teach them how to build businesses. Teach them how to comb out their own hair. Teach them how to keep the wig off their head. Say, we're gonna grow your own. Don't put this shit on your head. Teach them how to be it. Let's go back to that. Let's talk about that. Trans women ain't y'all damn issue. If your man like women and they look like a duck and they quack like a duck, even though it might not have all the duck qualities, it still is a duck to them. Now, if they choose to still get the duck with the extra tools, it's their business. If he come home and tell you about it, bitch, at least he told you. That should be the conversation. You doing it too? Yeah, you was in college getting your poo none licked. We ain't gonna never judge you. Like I said earlier, Monique can go marry Brenda, be with Brenda. She can be with Brenda, and then she get married to a man, and everything is forgiven, and we ain't gonna never talk about it no more. A man do that, oh girl, he gay forever. Stupid shit. And we lock each other out of our own success and of our own community over dumb shit. And then we continue to spread of HIV because people are too embarrassed to be who they are. So they got to go secretly hide and bust nuts privately because they so ashamed of what you gonna say. And I tell you people that's hearing me right now amongst my voice and that you feel like you judge. If you ain't gay, you ain't gay. But if you like a little something different every now and then, that's your business. Fuck them. You ain't gotta tell them your business because they ain't telling you theirs. Because every time you turn around, one of these pastors, one of these rich men, or one of these big, they always coming out with some real dirt, more dirt than you. Keep your phone locked and keep your business to yourself like they do. Shit, fuck that. Mhm. So yeah, that's that. Hmm. But yeah, that was on my mind tonight. That was on my mind too. Hold on, let me go get my sister. Hope you enjoying the live stream. This is my chill time. My thing is today. Again, I am grateful for 16 years of having HIV. So I do fuss a lot, and I think I fuss a lot is because I see so many gaps where we can just actually fix this shit. It's so many gaps, and I'm thank God for that prep is here. Prep is really, really good. This is what it look at warming me up. Let me take this off. Look at warming me up. But prep is actually, I love that we have prep. And if you know what prep is, I'm gonna go prep here in a minute. Prep is pre-exposure prophylactics. And so prep is a drug that you can take daily, or you can get a shot, right? And getting that medicine prevents you from getting HIV. So you take that and it's in your system. You take it for about maybe 4 to 7 days. And after that, you can have sex and you won't get HIV. However, it does not stop the prevention of getting like syphilis, hepatitis, chlamydia, gonorrhea. Don't stop any of those. But take prep if you have to. But so they have like a lot of different prevention medicines now, which I do love that. And I always tell everybody else back in the day, I'm like, shit, back in 2006, I said when I first stepped outside, I was a little church boy. I ain't even know I had a hair seat. I definitely got taught. My little bit ass got taught. I'm on a 5'3". I got taught. But um when I did get taught or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I wish I would have had more understanding on protection myths like prep. If we had it back then, I would have been taking this shit like Skittles. Okay, Skittles. And the thing is, I would tripped out on black folks. I'd be like, do y'all realize? Do you realize, bitch? Like me doing this type of work, right, and being in the background, I be wanting to tell black folks and black women, real talk, bitch, take prep. Okay, no matter what it is, I don't think you should really get caught up in the thing of sexuality. And I know, yes, but if you worried about HIV, baby, you can get that from your regular man on a daily basis, baby. I'm telling you, black women have carried the top number of HIV. Gay men has always been like the topic of this and that, but it's been plenty of research that shows you the black woman's number one. And they'll say they blame it on this and blame it on some, blame it on that. However, it's still the thing of we all having no knowledge, poor choices on something that we didn't even cause that was made. So it ain't even our fault. And we fight each other over the most dumbest shit that ain't even our fault. You don't see you don't see when them wild folks out there. I was thinking about something earlier. When Hugh Hefner, what's his name? Hugh Hefner. We at the Playboy Bunny. Oh y'all, I'm forgot. I'm sitting here drinking to him. Hold on, sis. You remember Hugh Hefner? Hugh Hefner had the Playboy Bunny mansion, and you know what gets me? Growing up, let me give y'all a little history. Let me give y'all motherfuckers a little history. Growing up back in the day, Hugh Hefner had this. They played Boy Match, and they had the magazines just before, like P Hub and this stuff. And he had plenty of women in there, plenty of women, right? Never went to jail, do none of this shit. A black man do this. Black man do this, and things turn out different. But they've been, but they over there in that community, they've been over there juking and jiving and sucking and bucking for years on each other. Okay, Peter can go over there mess with Paul. Becky can go mess with Gene. They can all play together. Go to the parties. Go get the golf thing. Go to the auction house. Buy a couple of pictures to go home, and put more money back in their trust. And don't discuss it for the next 6 months. That's white people. So we got to be careful. So moving on out of that. So I mean, again, women, you are you win. It's not even a topic, okay? So when you see trans women, yeah, you do get ones that are just stupid like that. Yes, because y'all gonna have those bad apples, of course, and I apologize for those. Now listen, it is LGBTQ. I am technically in the G section. I'm learning, okay, because in our community, unlike the heterosexual community and the gay community, I've learned we are very organized. We have meetings, we have pamphlets, we have websites, we have resources, we have ballrooms, stuff like that. Over there in the straight community, y'all don't have nothing but POF and maybe a few niggas left. But anyway, not to brag on my community, but we are organized. But I am in the G section. But I will send emails to the other sections, the other letters, and let them know that I'm trying to communicate with y'all on what need to be did for them. But I just want to recommend to all the real women, leave TS Baddest and all the rest of them hoes alone. Just leave alone, babe. Leave them alone. You are, I would tell you from coming from a gay man. I ain't have nobody back. I'm just being basic. I want to try. I want to give you the strength. I want to be Maya Angelou. I want to embrace the Maya in my voice. And I want you to hear the same song. I want you to see the dream that turned into nightmares along the way. And we are going to relight it and turn it back into a real dream. And it's going to be that you are a phenomenal woman. You are the beginning and you will be the end. All right. So, moving forward. But yeah, let's be great in that. Let's say hey to my sister, y'all. She popped up. I just hear, hey baby.
Hey, how are you?
I am good. I was just saying, hey, you don't have to come. I had seen you earlier, but today I'm celebrating today.
That's good.
Yeah, today is six. Today, at 12 o'clock earlier at my time because it's 2 o'clock now. Today makes 16 years I've had HIV.
No, I'm proud of you.
It's a long time, man.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
long time. Thank you, Lord. God, it's been a long time. But the good thing about it is it's a blessing. So yeah, I just came and
hmm
did my thing. I got a lot of different topics. I'm just going over and I'm chopping up.
Straight
So I just
checking
chilling on.
them.
But yeah, it is. It is because wow, I'm shocked. When I first caught HIV, I thought I was not gonna leave. Girl, I thought it's funny to look back on 16 years today. And I really sat there in that shit. I said, I know my mama was so mad. I said, all I did was cry. I said, oh God, I'm gonna die. Oh
mm,
God, he punished me for being gay. He punishing me for being gay. I had to know it. God
mm,
was right. I'm a homosexual. I'm going to hell. That's how I was thinking.
hmm
And then you looked at 16 years in, and I'm healthy. You
Look
know.
at God, man.
Yes. But how was your day?
Honey, I'm sorry. I lost my voice.
Mhm.
I cleaned Ajax in the bathroom and I was closed in there.
You mixed the wrong shit. You trying to kill yourself.
I guess I am.
You ought to be ashamed. What the hell wrong with you?
So now I
Well, you know what? I was just preaching earlier. See, you a real woman. See, you know how to, at least you know how to clean. You might be in the healing chemicals to make yourself die. But at least they go but they gonna pick you up on a clean flow.
my daughter's like, I'm getting out of here, Mom. It's strong.
Your daughter said feet don't fail me now.
And she thought
It's a fire alarm going off.
honey, I thought I had COVID. I had a sore throat.
Oh girl, not COVID. I'm tip up. Coronavirus.
Corona, yeah. But
Coronavirus,
I
honey.
had bought a smart scrubber that is electric. So I was acting crazy with it. It's an electric scrubber. And you can scrub the damn shower down without going inside the bathtub. It was over.
And you really went in there and tried that.
I tried it until the point it
All
got
right, girl.
stronger and stronger, and then my throat told.
Oh, really? And you stayed there? Yeah, you black like me. I did that. Don't worry about it. I did that too. I did that, and we were so jacked up. I did that, and I ended up. I was pain in my room. I had some ammonia and mixed it with some girl. I about died.
You
I
know?
felt. I passed out. My brother came. He was just me. What happened? I'm up here talking about you. It just happened. It just happened about 4 months ago. Let me shut up.
Damn. I went to DOL and this lady I told her I was whispering to her. She's like, girl, what happened? You sick? I was like, no, I over clean. She's like, oh girl, you did that Ajax too? I was like, yeah.
Yes.
And she's like,
Yes.
girl, you better be careful because some people die of pneumonia with it.
Yes. Especially right now in the sea, you have a little
Oh.
swapping back and forth. You got to be careful.
And I was like, shoot,
You
I
got to
need
be
to go to
careful.
the doctor. She's like, she was like, you okay if you just having I'm out of the strip throat level.
Mhm.
Now it's itchy
But
and
yeah, you should. Yeah, don't be a hell in that shit.
Yeah, I won't no more. And I won't
I don't chase
over
my
powder
celebration.
it.
But
Yeah.
you can't be down on my celebration. I need you here. And if you die, what I'm gonna do without you? If you die, I'm gonna eat. Okay. Oh Lord, been sealing all my life.
And be like, I remember Joanna.
Oh
She was
God,
she was a
yeah,
good friend
I'm telling you,
until she inhaled that.
y'all a clown. So I'm gonna be that friend. Real talk, y'all think I'm playing. I ain't gonna be that friend. That's gonna be that one. I'm gonna be the gene at the funeral. I'm jumping over in the casket, bitch.
Okay,
They're
shoot.
gonna be like, Lord, he come, he come, he come. Y'all kids gonna be like, oh shit, who gonna catch him? Cause I finna fall out. I'm finna fall out.
Hey,
But yeah, you got some lemons.
yes, I've been drinking lemon water.
Okay, good.
Hmm. And I'm
Yeah,
drinking.
but stay away from that. Don't mix nothing else, baby.
Oh no, I'm drinking that. I'm taking that.
You black as hell.
Oh,
You always got black. I always killing themselves mixing up chemicals. That's how
and
black
we
people
don't
die
even
every day.
think about that shit. We over
Show
cleaning
though. It's
shit.
a it's a it's a untalked about topic. It's an unsung conversation that we die from mixing
I'm trying to
cleaning chemicals.
tell you.
Up here dying daily from mixing cleaning
That's
chemicals, and nobody talks about it. I gotta
that's
call Nancy Grace.
that is crazy how life be
I gotta
doing
call
that.
Nancy Grace.
Oh my gosh.
But yes, baby, you gotta work tomorrow.
No, I gotta get my hair did at 9 this morning.
Oh,
Yes,
really?
I'm doing some dreadlock crochets.
Oh, okay then, girl. Well, yeah,
Hmm.
deal.
Yeah. I took my shit out. Tyra's taking hers out. Well, she blow dried her. I was like, girl, well, you gonna learn today how to clean your hair. Cause I've been washing her hair for years. You know,
Mhm.
kids are used to that. I'm used to it. You're never too old for your parents
You
to do
know
your
what?
hair.
Thank you so much, sis.
Mm-hmm.
See, you went on here a minute ago. Let me tell you something.
Hmm.
When people watch this live back, they're gonna say I was up here preaching. See, you a real woman. I thank God for you
Oh,
because
you
the
too.
spirit dwells in you because I don't fuck with raggedy motherfuckers. And the Lord always leads me on where to go to.
Hmm.
And I know I don't like people, but God makes me talk to him. And sometimes I can just, but you're different. Your spirit is true. Oh,
Oh,
Shabbat,
yours is too, baby boy.
oh, Shabbat. He coming in a Honda and it's going to be white. Listen, I was
Oh
just saying a
shit.
minute ago. I was just saying a minute ago. I was saying that real motherfucking mothers need to go back to that thing where they have their daughters washing their hair and start
I
putting all these
heard.
goddamn wigs on and shit and keeping their hairs edged up and because it's taking away it's their thing turn around all they bound their head ate up.
My daughter
Ain't got
hair.
nothing. And now they call all black. Bitch, we weren't even bald back in the day, ho. We been had hair.
My daughter hair is in the middle of her back, babe. When I post a
Because
picture,
that's because see the ancestors who
that and
shaba
you know what
mother.
the ancestors started with me? That damn blue magic. Blue magic.
You know what? What's so funny? I was watching Tasha K Crazy gossiping ass the other day.
I
And
like
she
her.
said the same thing about, her hair and all her stuff. She still use blue magic. And I'm telling you,
And
I
I
had
still
blue
use
magic.
it.
When I started going bald, I had blue magic and money stack.
I still use it. And I'll tell you the secret.
What's the secret?
All of our ancestors, grandmothers are Indians,
Mhm.
okay?
All
And
of them. Yeah, my great my granddaddy came from the Cherokee tribe.
yeah, and
Mhm.
my grandmother's a Native American. So I used to wonder why the hell she wore a wig and her hair was past her ass. Okay? And my
She
mom,
probably want to find us.
right, right. My mom had a remedy. Every day she would put the shit in the blue magic. And it would
Yes.
stink. And
Yes.
and guess who put me back on it? Demetrius. You know what it is? Black seed oil. The real
Oh yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah. My brother
They
and
mix it in
my
the
siblings they
grease.
had my deal taken it.
They mix it in the grease. The black seed oil.
Mhm.
I was like, I remember the smell when I was a
Let's see it
baby.
work. Let's see it work.
It do. It do.
It don't work.
Oh, it don't.
Mm-mm.
Really? What happened? Uh-oh. What happened, baby? You tried it? Yeah.
You said it worked.
Oh, oh, it did when I was a kid. I tried it now.
Oh, okay. Okay, that was the old version. Okay then.
Yeah, so what happened to it? What did they do to
I
it?
don't know what happened to it. I just did it work?
Shh. But you know what?
Look at the camera. Did it work? It shut up. Don't say nothing.
Hey, bald head men are
Anyway,
nice looking, honey. Don't you better stop.
No, but I do. I did try back in the day, but it is some it's some really really good. Yeah, some really good stuff. It is.
Yeah.
It is.
And I mean, I
It
eat,
is. But
huh?
yes, I was gonna reach out to you too earlier. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna do one more topic, and I'm gonna be moving forward because I got to end this live for my anniversary. This is my anniversary live. Gotta chop this up.
Woo-hoo.
But um, I did like an AI thing today.
I
Did you
seen
see it?
it. I did it. I copied what you did. I'm scared of it.
Sis,
I seen myself looking
it's
on another
scary.
phone acting ratchet.
It's scary. It's scary. So you have to have like a link, right?
Uh huh.
To get the to do you have the do you have Sora
Uh
or you got
huh.
the other one?
I copied yours, and I was like,
Okay,
yeah, it was looking at me
yeah,
crazy on the phone.
yeah.
Yeah,
And so to have that is tripped out because like I was like, wow.
yeah,
Like,
and that was your
wow.
voice and everything.
Yeah, so what it asked me to do is it asked me to talk to it.
Yeah,
It said, "Hey, can you say it said can you say this word, this word, this word, this word?" Like, okay, great. I'll say this word, this word. And
that's what
that's
it
what I
did to
did. I
me.
started
Yeah,
saying each word. And then I want to do something. I want to sing. And then it asked me to hum or whatever. And then it just started making all this shit. So anything I typed in or I asked it a question, it made shit. But I don't think I'm done using it after this. I'm okay.
that was cool though.
I think I might have my fun a little bit.
But it's
I
so
think I had my
cool
fun a little bit.
because it had your features
It's cool.
in
It's
depth.
cool.
But
But it is stripped out. Like, wow.
that's like looking in the mirror at
Like,
yourself. Really,
girl,
really.
let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
That's a whole nother
I don't
level
know.
though. What we getting at? If you get what I'm saying. Wow.
Yes. But anyway, I love you.
Mm-hmm.
Get you some rest.
All right, honey.
I am going to finish this live up and then I'll be back on later on.
All right. You take care, honey.
All right. All right, bye. All righty, y'all. So that was my one of my new best friends, Joanna, and she is lovely. I absolutely love her. I didn't know I had a comment. I'm not sure of why I don't get certain comments on the thing because I don't know. I think I might need to pick out restream. It's just that I'm not. I mean, what the fuck it was StreamYard, but I don't know. I might have to go back to StreamYard. I don't know because I mean it does work better. But anyway, shout out to my nephew. He's in my comments on Facebook. Now, usually I don't really go over there to Facebook like that, you know. And shout out, we are almost over here. YouTube, we're almost at 5,000 subscribers. Okay, we're almost at 5,000 subscribers. So I appreciate y'all. I love y'all for that. It's really been a blessing. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna try to keep on growing, and I'm just trying to take anybody that understands the process with me. And no, I haven't got monetized yet. But when I start getting monetized, I'll make a video on, you know, how the process is going and how it's paying. Okay. So now that we ain't got past that, let's go run, just go run the streets. Let's go run the streets. Let's go run the streets. And I want to run the streets by going over her. Yay, happy anniversary to me. It was, you know, it's all right. It's a good anniversary. Another year the Lord has given me. Another year that's made. I always got a fuss about HIV. But I guess everybody get their own call or whatever. It's just mine. I don't give no fuck. But somebody gotta tell the people. They're gonna get caught too. And it gets me because, you know, I was so that shit crazy. I didn't even know what a house in Virginia meant. No shit like that because I ain't from here. I'm like, what the fuck that mean? And I just know what it mean. Now I hear people say I'm like, also they even making fun of people. Like it's just I don't know. People just do dumb shit. I don't know. Ain't anybody really fault. Does that kind of talk shit. Pussy drunk. Uh, I'm trying to say I had something on for I think my watch later. I want to go with y'all on um let me see if it's gonna act right. Let me see if it's gonna act right. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Let's watch this. Let's watch this. Let's watch this. And then we're gonna finish up. I supposed to be going over prep and everything, y'all. I got the drinking and shit like that. I'm celebrating. Somebody just want to say thank God for my own life. Maybe that's just baby, and not try to save everybody else today. So here's my problem. Every time I turn around, I'm trying to go save. I'm trying to save everybody else. I gotta start trying to save the whole time. Go save myself. That's the problem. It's my anniversary. I'm trying to say to people and kind of get them information. Tell them what the fuck I'm doing that for. I do that every day anyway. And these hoes still don't listen. So it's my day. I'm gonna celebrate. Fuck these. I'm gonna watch the video and smoke and get the fuck offline and say thank God and thank y'all for being here. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm changing course. That's what we do. I hate brown liquor though. Really talk. It's not a thing for me no more. I'm not enjoying it no more. Not enjoying it. But anyway, you know I'm finna end this. That's what I want to do. So anyway, needless to say, I went through that whole spiel. Hopefully, I didn't offend. Let me say this. I hope I didn't offend or hurt anyone's feelings. My my immediate thought or my immediate heart is to never intentionally hurt anyone's feelings. Um, but again, I am a different human living a different experience than you are, and you have to be okay with that. Because at the end of the day, you don't have to touch anything. You don't have to do because you're not inside my body. I'm not inside yours. Okay. Um, and we all need work. Here, we all need work. Every community, every color, we all need work. Some more than others. We're going through a hard time right now. You know, me, I tell them what tomorrow when I, a little bit more balance for like the daytime part. But for tonight, it's okay not to be okay. You know what I'm saying? But when we went out to accountability, but we can fix that to it and grow beyond that and learn more and be more understanding of who we are because understand this as a black people, that's all I be saying, y'all. We went through 400 years of this shit. And then like another whatever years with Jim Crow and this and that. And it just kept it was so we are not that far out of that. That's a long time of suppressing a people's generation. Okay. And I just feel like sometimes where we can clean stuff up at. No, everybody ain't gay. Everybody's not. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't gay. But it should not be a topic. You know what I'm saying? HIV is not a gay person's disease. HIV is not a black woman's disease. HIV is not a straight. It's not. It doesn't have a face. Okay. You didn't create it. Neither did I. One thing that we all do know that it came out of nowhere. Now you can do with the information what you choose. However, if you got a brain, think about it. But I just want you to make sure that, like, you know what I'm saying? But, I'll do all my work later. I'm not doing it with y'all. I just want to come and tell y'all how happy I was to be alive. I'm going to do a live again later on. I need to end this one just my grateful live and saying yay and to run it, get to know y'all or whatever and celebrate a little bit because it was at 12. But I love you. I appreciate you. Understand that you do got support and not saying, and all my black, I love you. Okay. You are enough. You have to know that you are enough for your motherfucking self. You can't depend on no man to tell you that you are enough. Okay. Should not be the argument. If it not had been for the woman bearing the men to be here, they would not be here. So what's understood don't have to be explained. When you know your power holds weight sometimes in silence. Hey, we seen like them strong women in big families that make sure they just be sitting there. Sometimes you can hold strength in silence, so shut the fuck up. And I already know that there's no need to argue with because you. Anyway, see that there I go again. I feel be celebrating here. I go to preaching. I go preaching. I just want to make sure I get everything cleared up. But anyway, yeah, I love y'all. Get tested, know your status. Hopefully, you have a good day. Come back on later on. Come chill with me. I'm sorry, I'm gonna end this and go redo a live. But yes, it's been 16 years. I found out now in Memphis, Tennessee. And I explained to that later on. This is gonna be gonna be like a precursor, I guess. But it changed my life. I think in a way maybe for the better. To put me in a position to do things I'm gonna be doing moving forward. So anyway, I love you. Chime in, chop out. I have to go take a break. Bye, and happy anniversary.